Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can!
Grandpa! No! Be careful! Grandpa, stop! Grandpa in my pocket! It was a Sunday morning, and the sun was shining in Sunnysands.
Look out, Captain Dumbletwit!
Grandpa and I were reading a Captain Dumbletwit story, and Jemima said,
I think it's going to be a very dull day.
but Jemima couldn't have been more wrong. Suddenly we heard,
I wonder who that can be.
I ran and opened the door, and guess who walked in? Mr. Mentor the inventor. Now, Mr. Mentor the inventor lives in the lighthouse in Sunnysands. He's always coming up with really crazy inventions. Like this, the grassy buggle jumper. Only the bugs liked it even more than he did. Then there's this, the automatic haerostatic that gives you a new hairstyle every day. And this, the Huffer Puffer Pillow Fluffer. Everyone loves going to visit him in the lighthouse and trying things out. So we were all wondering what he wanted today.
Mr. Mentor, what a nice surprise. Have you come to stay?
Oh no, not at all. I'm on my way to a meeting of the most remarkable inventors in the universe.
Sounds great, Mr. Mentor, but why are you here?
I have an invention which I've almost invented, but I've had to leave it at the lighthouse. It's behaving rather badly and shouldn't be left by itself.
Really? So, what is this invention?
It plops the custard into a custard puff. It tends to plop when it shouldn't plop and not plop when it should plop. But when it works properly, I'm sure it will be fabadiculous.
Yes, this was the day we got to see Mr. Mentor's Custard Puff Plopper.
So are you saying you'd like us to look after it for you while you're at the meeting?
Oh, yes, please.
Mr. Mentor gave Dad the keys to the lighthouse. Then he picked up all his boxes and bags and went off to see the most remarkable inventors in the universe.
Can I come with you, Dad? And me?
Yes, I could do with your help.
Great! I'll just get my shoes.
Who knows, I might be able to fix the custard puff plopper. I'll bring some tools.
If Dad's going to try and fix Mr. Mentor's custard puff plopper, he's going to need my help. I'm coming too.
Not the shrinking cap, Grandpa!
Catch me if you can.
You know what happens when Grandpa shrinks. He can get in my car and make it go. He can fly on Gordon, my toy seagull. He can get into our Sunnysands train and chuff around. Or he can just run for all he's worth. At that moment, Jemima came running downstairs and Dad came in from the garden.
Come on!
Grandpa gone for a little lie down, has he? Good idea. Come on.
There was nothing I could do. Grandpa would have to find his own way to the lighthouse. So off we went in Campo, and Jemima said,
It's a pity Grandpa couldn't come with us. He's never seen Mr. Mentor's inventing room.
and Dad said,
Yes, poor Grandpa. But he'd never manage all those stairs.
but I had a feeling that Grandpa wasn't going to bother with stairs. Grandpa had got here first. I quickly hid the plane under one of Mr. Mentor's scarves. I knew Grandpa had to be hiding somewhere, but there was no time to look for him.
So which one's the custard puff, Plopper?
I think it must be this.
I think you're right, Jason.
Oh, I see. The milk, sugar and eggs are in the funnel. So custard should plop through this pipe into the puff.
Dad twiddled a knob,
I wonder why it's not working.
and this is what happened.
Careful, Dad! I think the custard's stuck in the plopping pipe.
I need to look inside. There's a screwdriver in Campo. Would you mind fetching it, Jemima?
So Jemima ran all the way to the bottom of the lighthouse to fetch Dad's screwdriver. Grandpa was trying to get to the custard puff plopper, but he couldn't with Dad right there. I needed to get him out of the way. Couldn't you do the hammer too, Dad?
I think you're right.
This was Grandpa's chance. He jumped down, ran across the floor and climbed up the table leg. But there was only one way to get inside it, by climbing up the plopping pipe. Have you worked out what's wrong yet, Grandpa? Grandpa had worked it out. Suddenly, he pushed a nut out of the plopper.
The nut wasn't screwed on properly. It's dirty. It needs a good clean.
But there was no time to clean it. Somebody was coming up the stairs. It was Great Aunt Loretta, Grandpa's sister.
Mr. Mentor's left you in charge of his inventions. Oh, I don't think so.
Oh, that's all I need.
I hope you haven't been interfering, Jason. Ooh, you have to be very careful when you... Oh!
Great Aunt Loretta had caught her boot in a hole in the floorboards.
I caught my boot in a hole in the floorboards. Oh, now then, where's this custard plop puffer Mr. Mentor was talking about?
Actually, it's a custard puff plopper.
Well, that's what I said. Get out of the way, Jason.
Grandpa was hiding behind the custard puff plopper. Any moment Great Aunt Loretta would see him.
What was that? It wasn't a mouse, was it?
I don't think so. While Great Aunt Loretta was looking for the mouse, Grandpa quickly took his chance. He leapt off the table and ran towards the hole. He was just jumping into it when...
I saw something disappearing into that hole. It must have been a mouse. Oh, it might eat one of Mr. Mentor's inventions. Or it might get into the custard plop puffer plopper.
Under the floorboards, the mouse was looking for the red plastic nut. But he wasn't having much luck.
I can't see it anywhere. Bother.
Oh, I've got it. Just the thing. This'll scare the life out of it.
A clockwork bumblebee.
Exactly.
The clockwork bumblebee didn't scare the life out of the mouse, but it did scare the life out of Grandpa. Now Great Aunt Loretta had her ear to the floor, listening.
I can hear footsteps and rustling and panting. Must be a doddery old mouse down here.
Perhaps you should just block up the hole.
No! Yes! I can use this. Come on, Jemima, you can do the stuffing for me.
This was a disaster. Now Grandpa was stuck under the floorboards with a clockwork toy and there was no way he could get out. But Grandpa, being Grandpa, had a plan.
Look, the mouse is pulling the scarf away.
Help! Help! Help!
The good news was Grandpa had managed to climb out of the hole. The better news was he'd found the red plastic nut. And the best news of all was that he'd cleaned it with Mr. Mentor's scarf.
It's only a mouse.
While Dad and Jemima were busy calming Great Aunt Loretta down, Grandpa climbed back up the plopping pipe. Just in time, too.
Please don't worry about the mouse, Loretta. Have a go with the custard puff plopper instead.
So Great Aunt Loretta started pushing buttons and pulling levers. Of course, she had no idea that Grandpa was inside.
Well, it's no good, it's not plopping.
Sorry, Loretta. I thought I'd fixed it.
Well, you hadn't.
I think we should take the custard puff plopper home. I've got loads more tools in my workshop.
Back at home, Jemima was upstairs helping Great Aunt Loretta to clean up. and Dad was looking for some more tools. Grandpa, you must come out now! But it was too late. Dad was back.
This should do it. Just tighten that. Ooh. Loosen that. Turn this. Hey!
Brilliant! Pass me a puff, Jemima.
Great Aunt Loretta hadn't just plopped Custard into her puff. She'd plopped Grandpa too.
Ah! It's wiggling! I think the mouse is in it! Ooh.
Loretta, it's okay. Come back.
While everyone was in the garden, I took Grandpa out of the puff. He was covered in custard, but it didn't stop him running into the sitting room. He whipped off his cap and came back to his normal size.
We did it, Jason. We fixed the custard puff Plopper. That's what I call teamwork.
Teamwork, Grandpa! Later, Mr. Mentor was absolutely delighted to see his custard puff Plopper working.
I'm absolutely delighted. You are a genius, Mr. Mason. You should join the most remarkable inventors in the universe.
Of course, I couldn't tell Dad or Mr. Mentor that the really remarkable inventor was Grandpa.
You've woken up, eh, Grandpa? Do you fancy a custard puff?
No thanks, Loretta.
Yum! You don't know what you're missing.
Oh, don't I?
Meanwhile, on the other side of the universe...
My name's Cassie, and I'm lost after pirates attacked my father's ship.
Dad! I'll come back for you!
But he didn't, so I went looking. And to help me, I hired the roughest, toughest bounty hunter in the galaxy. And that's when my troubles really began.
Ever made a wish upon a lucky star, only to find out it's a satellite? Well, that's the kind of bad luck that stranded us here on Golgotha 13.
You are short, way far too much, and you're completely broke. Broke? Broke? I'll show you broke!
Hamster, please stop that.
I hate speaker wealth machines.
You hate all machines.
I need to buy a new spaceship, so tell me I got lots of money, now!
You can't bully us into being rich.
No?
Perhaps we could sell something.
Maybe I got something in my cheeks.
A toaster? Another toaster? Can't you find anything else?
That ain't the way it works, kid. Some days there's useful stuff in there, other days you just get...
Toasters, toasters, toasters. We're buying toasters all this week at Toaster World.
I've never seen such fine examples, apart from all the spit. These are worth big money.
Wow, it looks like our luck has finally changed.
And this just in. Due to inflation and a big green thing eating the moon, money is now worth far less than it was a minute ago.
That'll be 16 trillion squixels, please.
Spare some change.
Too small, too fat, too pointy, too cute.
What was that?
Silence, beast. You'll eat what I give you to eat and then beg for more.
When you feel bad.
Hello? Anybody there?
Customers, you stay out of sight and don't do anything you might regret later. Well, howdy, 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 folks. Crazy Carl here with crazy deals to send you reaching for the stars in the spaceship of your dreams. Newlyweds, right? Well, I'm just the thing for settling down and raising a family.
We are not newlyweds.
We're trying living together first. Calm down, Cassie. I was just kidding around. So, what kind of rocket can we buy with this?
Matches are extra.
That's all we can afford?
What? What? I didn't do anything.
Right, that's it. I've wasted enough time with you time wasters. Come back when you have real money to spend. And as for you...
That guy is up to something.
You spaceship dealer who's not on the level. Hold the front page.
Yow! No, hold still. I've got to see what's making that rah noise.
I have a better idea.
Almost there. Oh, but not quite.
When you feel bad.
Think that scrapper, I'll tear you apart.
That poor thing.
It's only a scrap robot, a heap of junk that eats other heaps of junk.
Hey, who's holding up this pile? We must help that robot.
Best out of 3. Come on, best out of 3.
No, too late. You lost the toss and now you have to help me. Now, how do we get inside?
I could slide under the gate.
Right, let's split up. First one to find the robot.
Has a very poor set of priorities.
Come on. Hello, robot.
Where are you, you rabid rust bucket?
We've come to get you out of here.
But if you want to stay hidden, I've got no problem with that.
Please come out. Don't be afraid.
Cassie! You leave her alone, you overgrown paper shredder! If you lay one claw on her, I'll tear you apart, you big, huge, massive, enormous, big again!
Lenny like hamster.
I don't want to break up your male bonding, but either I've got a very bad zit, or...
Looks like I got me some machine lovers.
You've mistreated him long enough. He's coming with us.
Stay right where you are, Lenny, or you'll be joining the other scrap metal.
Lenny, you like the hamster, right?
Lenny like hamster.
Then fetch it!
Ah! What was that supposed to achieve?
Lousy machines. Yow!
I will pet him and love him.
And crush me and kill me. What now?
I'm working on it.
Stinking sawdust, the cops!
Evening, officer.
That was close.
The hamster's so cute.
Don't call me cute!
We've got to get him out of this city.
All aboard! Last train leaving for out of this city.
Oh, he'll be all right now.
As long as no one looks up.
No.
When you do a good deed, good deeds are done for you. Our luck is going to change.
Take you off this planet? Sure! I'll take you anywhere you want to go, and I won't charge you a penny because that's the kind of gal I am!
Did you just cut the cheese?
Lenny want hamster.
Determined little devil, isn't he?
At last, my collection is complete.
Quick, down here! This is a shortcut to a concussion.
I will pet him and love him.
Looks like this is it.
I'm gonna die of heavy petting.
And I will hug him and hug.
He's in pain again.
Maybe it's something he ate.
Lenny hurt bad.
We need to get him to a doctor.
Or a vet.
Or a garage.
There he is! There's the monster that killed my toasters!
Destroy the monster!
Stay back or I'll shoot. At least things can't get any worse.
You, things getting worse.
Yeah, got you rusted runaway.
Hey, the people look like ants from up here. Of course, they may be ant people. It's that kind of place. Oh, great! This is a fine time for indigestion.
Time to meet your breaker.
We've got to jump!
Why? So we hit the ground faster?
Trust me.
Oh, I'm doomed.
Grab my leg!
I didn't know you could do this.
Me neither!
'Twas beauty killed the beast.
Funny, I thought it was a 10,000-foot fall.
It's all right. Everything's gonna be all right.
Tell me about the hamsters, Cassie.
They're coming for you, Lenny. To take you to a place where you can play with them forever.
Hey, Cassie, take a look at this. He had eaten something that disagreed with him. We found our old ship.
Lucky us. Come on, Marion. Admit it.
Okay, I did fill your boots with pastrami.
I meant about Lenny. You are going to miss him, right?
Yeah, well, maybe in some small way, in some really small way, in some really, really small way that you could see only if you had like a really big microscope that could see very small things. I will miss that big lunk a little bit. But that does not make me soft.
Okay, bring the truck over here. I want all this junk melted down.